Hello? 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 Now I am checking if it sounds right. Now I am checking if it sounds right. Maybe the music is a bit loud, so I will turn off a little bit. Maybe the music is a bit loud, so I will turn off a little bit. Okay, now I will check the screen in order to see if everything is recording properly. Okay, it seems that all is looking good, it's looking okay, there isn't any kind of technical problem, technical issue. If this happens, well, that's the magic of the streamings. So don't worry. I will wait a few minutes to see if someone joins in this incredible streaming in order to celebrate the 100 subscribers to this incredible fantastical channel. Um, okay, I'm checking that everything is fine. The avatar is looking great, and now we have a new background that I didn't do in 5 minutes because I didn't have time to do a more elaborate background. But I quite like it. I choose some random parts of different artworks and I merge together in order to bring like this smooth atmosphere of this project. Maybe the music is a little bit too chill, too lofi for the mood of or the atmosphere of Ha, but I didn't find like some. I didn't find the music that much with probably the match with the idea or with the tone of Rotten Senses. But well, that is a very improvised streaming that I make. Signs maybe the last, I don't know if the last streaming was a month ago or something like that. I don't remember, but it was quite long ago, so patience. My if if in the future I continue making streamings, I will do better the overlay. I want to put music more suitable for the project, but for now it's everything okay, and it's everything good. So welcome back to this wonderful world building project, Rotten Senses. I'm Alex, and tonight I will be doing an art streaming in order to celebrate the milestone of 100 subscribers. For me, it's I'm quite happy for the reception of the project and for the support of the project. I know that this project is quite inactive. I know that there isn't uploading too much videos. Well, there are only 2 videos, and I know that with the news and with the different comments and artwork is something that is not the most active thing in the world. It's more like an inactive project, but um, but but yes, it's but anyways, I see that the channel continues receiving views, continue receiving people, and YouTube for some reason is still recommending the videos on the channel to new people. So that's I think that's it's wonderful. I know that I know that I'm inactive. I know that I don't upload too much news, too much post. I know. The reasons basically is because I don't have time. Now I am in one part of my life that I don't really have time, and the little free time that I have is more like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I just want to rest a little bit. So that's life. There are some chapters in your life that you have a lot of time to spend in your hobbies. There are other chapters of your life that you don't have almost any kind of life. I'm in one of the second ones. So basically now I'm doing uh, almost anything of this project. I try to do some artwork and I try to progress in the videos, but it's something quite is is something slow. It's something. It's I'm not I'm not progressing fast. All yeah. So for the question that when will be the next video about the megacities, will be out when I will finish it. That this could be possible. I don't know. I don't know a date. The reason basically is because I have to do quite artwork. I have like the general idea for the video. I have like the main topics to talk about the video. I have also the idea of divide this video into several ones, but for now I'm trying to bring a whole video. But it's quite hard because I want to because in my point of view, when I'm making a video I want to bring something with artwork with because I like to edit the things in order to bring sounds, music effects, mood, atmosphere, to bring artwork, to explain the things, and this is a lot of time that I don't have. But any more excuses for today? Now in today's streaming I will be working in one specific concept of this strange barren wall of Ha. It's the concept of stable zones that I present in the post in the YouTube post. As you probably know, in the second video that I talk about rotten senses, I explain a little bit about the erosion and how basically the wall of Ha is a barren wasteland devoid of almost any kind of life form. And this is quite hard for the humans that are living there. So when I was thinking more about how I could bring life to the erosion, because well, I study biology and I like and I like all the things related to life forms and it, and I also like the ecology. So it's something it's like something that I must to put into into my projects. The problem is that how do you put an ecosystem or something like that in a wall that is basically the opposite? And my idea, or the idea that I finally arrived, is to create the stable zones. In the video, in the second video, I talk about that when the storms of erosion travels through the continent of Ha, they arrive a point where these storms quickens and basically are not destructive as and is destructive as in other parts of the world. and this brings like places where there are like some kind of periods of peace, some periods of of peace between all this kind of destruction of the storms. So basically, I thought, well, it could be interesting that in these places, in some specific places inside these regions, it could be it could gather the conditions to have like a more sustainable ecosystem. And this is basically one of the concepts that I heard. I imagine these places as some kind of marsh or swamp areas where, for example, water from the storms or maybe from some subterranean affluents rise and make these marsh, these swamps that basically are home to these rapid growth organisms, this kind of algae, moss, and some other kind of made up species. If I hear more concepts about the stable zones, basically will be here. The idea is not to bring something really alive. It's more like zones where there are like very opportunistic creatures that take advantage of these periods of peace to proliferate, to overgrow, to bloom, and then when there is like some kind of storms, if desolate all, and then again and again and again. And these are basically, this is more like an overview, far view of the landscape. Is something that is not like something truly green or truly lively if you compare to some biomes of the earth, but is something but is like an oasis if you compare to the rest of Ha, that is basically sun, dust and erosion. And then I thought about another subtype of these stable zones that will be drier, and it will be like more like some kind of pastures, but pastures in the term that there are like more pastures in the term that there are like not an continuous homogeneous pasture or prairie or something like that. It's more like patches of grass between some kind of eroded parts and other flooded parts. And there will be like some kind of species, made species. For example, in this artwork, I managed to create some kind of made up species. I don't take too much time in design these species. Are more like a placeholder. It's more like an overview, an idea of the base concept of what could be. Well, what could be these zones looking? Okay, so in this streaming, I will try to draw a little bit more of these zones. I thought I was thinking about. I was thinking about of do a video specifically only to explain the stable zones, because in these stable zones is where humans through the past of millennia develop the megacities. Is in terms of the chronologically, if you are speaking in chronological terms, humans develop these megacities that are basically like enormous uh, enormous settlements where the people live confined uh, in order to survive to the harsh conditions. And in this development of megacities, it take or absorbs or takes almost all the territory of these stable zones in order to produce croplands, in order to obtain water supply, etc. So that's more like the idea. I think that I had more concepts. Yeah, this will be like the idea of the megacities, of the croplands of the megacities. Basically, these stable zones that are basically swamps are transformed into croplands with different kind of plants that cultivate in Ha. Here also are like some kind of diagram with some kind of concepts on these of these croplands of the megacities. At the end, the concept of megacities is more like is almost like it will be like a city state that is enormous and occupies an extremely large amount of terrain, and is all because they have to be sustainable in this territory, because crossing through the region is almost inviable, and it's only possible with small groups of people. So this makes that almost any kind of communication, direct communication between megacities, it's almost impossible. So that's it's a very really summary, a really brief summary about what will be the videos about the megacities and the etc. The video of megacities basically it will be about talking first of the stable zones, then talking more about the periphery, that is basically the zones of food production and the croplands, etc. And then the megacity itself, that is like the middle circle, the core of this mega construction. Basically, the megacities are almost entirely subterranean. Sorry, there are almost entirely underground. They are like human anthills, basically, and they have, if I choose the correct, they are like this maze-like organization, this chaotic organization, when there are like corridors, rooms, holes, because there are like building and rebuilding again and again, and they are continuous spending in order to fulfill the necessities of the city. And there are like enormous galleries, underground galleries, and basically that. And in the center of the megacity, there are like the core where the elite of the megacity lives, and also where the more sacred resources are gathered, and there are storage. That is this part of here. This center part of here is like the core of the megacity, and is like where the elite of the megacity is sits. Also, one talking more about the megacities, one of my major problems designing these megacities is because in Ha there are a few of these cities. There aren't there aren't too many. Like for example, they wouldn't be 100 megacities. The number that I was thinking about will be around 10 or in between 10 and 15, something like that. And one of my major problems trying to bring this video of megacities is to explain the concept of megacities, knowing that is partially grown because when one of my ideas that I had on mind is that each megacity has its own design or its own identity. They share some similarities, but of course, how basically they are separated by very long distances, so they are progress almost without any interaction between these megacities. So they are quite different between one and each other. They have different kinds of they differ in so many aspects that it's difficult to say, oh, that's it's all how all the megacity looks. So this video of megacities is more like a showcase of the concept, more like saying, oh, this is the megacity of the of A. A is like the summit name that just occurred me, but it's something like, hey, this is this is the basic of this topic, and later in maybe future videos I will be talking more about specifically the megacities that are the peculiarities of each megacity and how it looks each megacity. For example, one thing that I'm thinking about, and one thing that I decided is that the main archetype of the megacity that I will explain in the video is about one of the most advanced megacities and one of the biggest megacities. But well, that's a really brief. That's a little bit of talking about how I wanted about the concept of megacity and how it will be this video. Also, the video wouldn't be so too much. The video won't be too long, maybe 5 minutes or something like that. My idea now is to bring shorter videos, but with a good length, because it's easy to make a shorter video but with major quality than a very long video with less edition or something like that. That's it. And just one more thing. Also, I was thinking that now with 100 subscribers, I could make a Discord server. Before I had a Discord server for my world building projects, but I decided to delete this Discord server because basically I didn't have like the initiative to. I didn't have like the initiative to constantly uploading things or talking and posting, so the server was dead, and I decided to eliminate the server. And when I had like this when I have like when I want to do the server, well, but well, I will I'm expressing my speaking sometimes is something horrible. What I was trying to say is basically that when in the moment when I feel prepared to have like a Discord server, and I know that I will dedicate the time and the effort in on it, I will do it. Maybe I will start doing very simple things just to gather like the people that are just to concentrate, or just to have a place, an own place for the people that are really interested in the project, etc. I don't know. And also, the and also another final idea that I want to bring is that the final goal of this project, there are two main goals for this project. First is to write two stories. This project will be like the setting for two stories that I have on mind. And the second goal is to improve my world building skills in order to do another world building project that this will be like harder to make. So now I'm doing this in order to improve. So basically that's it. I think that it's really important when you are creating something, or you are creating like a world building project or something like that, to have an objective and to have a goal, and to have like a period of time when you are dedicate to this project, and then have like the will to finish the project when it's necessary. Because it's I know that it's beautiful to have like this project that you just create, and you for example stay with this project for years and years. But I think that also it's good to pass to another chapter. To the things have to last during a specific amount of time, and sometimes they have to be like some kind of objective, some or non objective, more like a path to follow into this project. And this is better. I think that this is good because you will choose you will be more focused creating the things that you are that you want, instead of doing random things and then you don't have almost anything, something like that. But well, now I will start working on the stable zones. So I'm going to open the reference my reference sheet where I have like some kind of references, mainly of plans, and because I'm for the design of the plans, I'm doing some kind of map. I'm not spending like a great amount of time thinking if this plan is physiologically adapted to the harsh conditions of I this project is more is not as realistic. They have this project for me. This project this project has to be like has to fuck this project. This project has to have like a internal coherence. What I'm seeking what I'm seeking to this project is coherence. Some time of internal coherence. I know that, for example, some of the designs of the creatures and the plants maybe don't belong to the conditions of Ha, but I'm searching for more looking appearing of the things instead of the working, and that in if the logical working logical. I know, for example, Ha is a wall. I'm talking. Ha is a wall where sunlight doesn't reach, didn't where there is some sunlight. It's more in Ha. The most clear day on Ha is like a cloudy day here. So basically, there is much less sunlight that reach the ground. So plants have some kind of adaptations in order to absorb this little amount of sunlight in order to live. So basically, they have like bigger leaves. They have darker green colors in order to. They have more chlorophyll in order to absorb more sunlight. They have like some kind of symbiotic relationships in order to absorb more nutrients and absorbs nutrients from the decaying matter, something like that. But apart from that, I want to create, and that's it. The references are not downloading, so I will start drawing a little bit. Half an hour and I didn't touch the brush. That's awesome. Half an hour I didn't even start painting anything. So that's beautiful. Okay. So what I'm trying to design now is the stable zones that are more like grasslands, pastures, not these swampy areas, more these areas. So my idea, this is a very bad drawing. I want to make something better, so I will be choosing. Oh fuck! Ah. Wait a moment. I lose the here. So. Yes, I know that there isn't any kind of layer select. Thank you. What I'm trying to do now is to bring some kind of perspective. Here. When I'm doing this kind of panoramic drawings, I like to use like the Procreate tool of perspective in order to bring like a more realistic view, not to have a little bit of depth in the artwork. Okay. What? Why there isn't any kind of layer? So strange. And this, what is this? This, what? And if I... okay. Well, some kind of error. Also, now I'm starting to learn Blender. I'm starting to learn some basic aspects of 3D modeling, because some of these artworks that are require some kind of perspective and so on, And I thought that would be funny to make some kind of pre 3D 3D like dioramas or preparations of the some kind of scenery, and then paint over these 3D preparations to bring a better perspective and something like that. Probably someone will say that this is cheating and you need to learn all the perspective, but uh, but 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 for me it's more like the workflow that I want to achieve, more like learning some kind of some kind of ability or technique. For me, I want to one of my goals is to have like a workflow that I enjoy. So I think that doing some parts of 3D I will enjoy more doing artwork. So it's what I'm seeking for now. Okay, and also learning perspective is quite important because it's the key to bring volume to your drawings, but that's another conversation. Well, this is quite simple. In order to bring perspective in these drawings, is just to know that here the details will be more detailed and bigger, and in the far will be smaller. So that's basically it. I I can hide this. Now it's looking horrible. It's looking incredible shitty, but I think that with some retouch, it will be better. I want to know for the people that are here in the streaming if it sounds good, the sound. I want to know if my voice is if you hear good my voice, or the music is too loud or something like that. Okay, now because you are because I hear and it seems that it's here okay, but then someone say, oh, it's not so perfectly. It doesn't really matter that it's only one person in the streaming. I know that it doesn't really matter. If one person joins the streaming and enjoys a little bit, that's for me it's enough. I'm not seeking like having 100 spectators in the streaming. So also, I know that maybe some people have curiosity, and it will and it will look this video later, some parts maybe. So, but yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. Then I will. No, English is not my first language. I'm Spanish and English, and I learned English through the years. I understand quite well English, but well, I barely speak English in my life to in my day. So basically, my speaking is something quite is something. Yeah, it's sometimes I forget some words, or sometimes I say fuck, I don't remember how to say that word, or my pronunciation is not pretty, but well, I try to do my best, but I think that I have like the minimum, or I have the level to have like some kind of conversation and to explain my concepts here. So, but yes, it's not my first language. Now, with your comments, I discovered that for some kind of reason, YouTube now translates automatically the comments for some reason that I don't understand. But okay, it's quite. Now they are pushing a lot this kind of. Don't worry, you don't need to learn anything. Now you can translate the video if you want in all the languages. Maybe with a lot of mistakes, but don't worry. You don't need to understand anything. You don't need even to download Duolingo. Yeah, a lot of people know that I'm Spanish for the accent. Is something. it's it's something that I notice a lot during the during the years that I try to make content here on internet, and when I'm doing streaming, say, oh, you are Spanish, or oh, you have a lot of accent, and I say, I know. Now what I'm doing is this drawing but better, and I'm doing like what I explained before. These stable zones are like some patches of grass between patches of eroded land, and then some flooded areas. Where are you from? Also, these stable zones are normally around or surrounding one um some kind of geographical element like a mountain range or something like that that brings protection, more protection to the storms. Ah, okay. Uh, I need to change something really quickly. Okay. This drawing is quite similar to this one. Mm, there are like explorations. Maybe I could bring some kind of mountain range here, like some kind of mountains. Maybe here more of the mountain range. That maybe here behind this the land is more eroded because it's less protected to the erosion. Let's see how it looks. It's not looking bad. Maybe the mountain range is quite artificial. Maybe I need to bring more detail in order to make it more realistic. But I think that it is not looking bad for a sketch. Something that I wanted is to make like a weekly streaming during these hours because now here in Spain we are having like the second heat wave of the year with very high temperatures, so basically almost the main part of the day my room is open, and now during the night is where it's more less hot basically. Oh, that's nice. You don't need to worry about the translation. You can put the comments in English. I understand the English. The English. I understand English quite well, so don't worry to put the comments in English. You can put it. If you prefer, for some reason, put it in Spanish, but for me, doesn't matter. Thank you for the. Thank you for. Thank you, anyways. But that's it. Oh, and becoming an artist is great. You thought about what kind of art you want to do. If you want to do like more painting, or you want to write or something completely different. There are a lot of ways to express the art. Or if you want to start, or if you want to start like a world building project. For now, it's not one of my goals to create video games, because for so many reasons. The first one is because they consume a lot of effort and time, and it will be curious and maybe interesting to develop a game, but it's quite hard because sometimes I see content related to the video games development, and I know that it's hard. So for now, no. Maybe if I have like a very great idea, I could think about it. But first, I'm not a programmer. I don't know anything about programming, and and if I if I wanted to make a game, I need to cooperate to work with a programmer, because it will be easier that learning for myself all the things about programming, because the thing that I enjoy doing is art. It's not searching for a mistake in the program and discovered 5 hours later that you put a comma instead of a point in the line 500 of the code. So for now, no. My short term goal is to share my art, do some kind of videos about my silly ideas, and maybe in a more mid-term future, write some stories. First, some kind of short stories, maybe in a future a novel, but for now it's something more like this: sharing my art process, explaining my silly ideas, and that's it. Also, I if I wanted to create a video game, I don't know what will be the video game about. Maybe it will be something quite simple, like more simple, without knowing that is not as simple. Maybe some kind of graphic novel or something like that will be one of my first steps, if in the theoretical scenario of doing a video game. I don't know too much about it. I know like of course I know the story of my own country. Uh, I know but I know like the general overview, not specifically so I don't have like a very good opinion or saying, oh, that's awesome. I don't have like the enough knowledge to answer this question. Mhm. I think now that is looking better. This the sky maybe is too much colorful. I will be doing it less saturated. I think that this is greater. Maybe I could change a little bit. No, that's too much. One of my goals to this project is to bring like this kind of cloudy mood, less saturated colors, more like this. So that's, I think that is more correct. Maybe for the mountain range here I need to search for some kind of references. For now I'm doing more like brainstorming. So of course one of the main tips is search for references for your artworks, but don't copy literally the references. Learn about it. Learn the you have to learn how to look at the references to take the what you want instead of copying, learning about it, because that's it's a good way to know, and also learn how to use the references to draw anything you want. But that's sometimes something quite difficult. Okay. Maybe I could make more foggy here. Some kind of foggy. Or foggy here. Completely. Yeah, of course, you're right. Sorry if you don't understand anything. Sorry. I know. Yeah, sometimes it's quite difficult because it's not something that well, I know that you are done doing. Fuck. Sorry. Yeah, I know that you are doing this comment. Yeah. This because for the people that didn't speak English, you say, "Oh, it's speaking English," and for the people that speaks English because is its first language, is more like, "What the fuck is speaking about?" but but yeah, I completely understand your comment. And yes, I need to make the syllables harder and be more confident, but is what I was talking about. I don't speak too much English, so basically when I speak English, it's here on the streamings and in the videos. So it's quite difficult to practice these terms of pronunciation. One of my goals is in the future. One of my goals is to learn and to continue learning in order to improve that pronunciation. But yeah. Also because normally when I speak, even in Spanish, I don't speak with too much strange. So if you for example in Spanish, I don't speak like pronouncing very hard the letters. So it's for me it's obvious that if I speak in another language that I don't have like this confidence, will be harder to talk. I need to do a course to practice, but now I don't have the time. But maybe I will try for now doing like this kind of streamings and searching for some kind of quick advice in order to for now not maintain in a certain level, and then to try to improve. But yeah, I know completely, and I fuck, and I also know that you are thinking more like, oh, I want to understand what he's saying, but uh, I I I find really interesting what he's saying, but well, yeah, yeah. It depends if you are. It depends if you are, for example, using more the English in your everyday or not. In my case, it's true that I don't use the English too much, uh, or not, or not a lot, or I wanted to use it more. But well, that's it. But yeah, it's something. I hope you now understand a little bit what I am trying to say. But basically, is that I know that I need to improve. And also, thank you for the comment, because it's something that it remind me to continue practicing. And I know that you are saying that comment in a constructive way. So don't worry if you have any kind of suggestion on etc. Or for example, if you know some kind of course or a place where I can practice, you can put it. It will be for me helpful. So okay, I think that this drawing is okay. It's thank you for the comment. And yeah, I will search for it. I hope that I know that there are some parts that you don't understand, but I hope that that you can understand like the basic idea or the things. I think that this painting, more or less, the average idea or the overall, it's good. It's more like a far view from this artwork, and I think that it's good. Also, I like that in the background it's forming like some kind of sandstorm or some kind of it. So okay, I will leave it here the streaming because it's quite late here and I want to go to sleep to be honest. And also because now I finish this. Oh, thank you. I try to have and I made it in 2 minutes to be honest, when I when I put like the filters and the color retouch, I think that it's a good thumbnail. Good night, lizard's face. But yeah, thank you for joining to the streaming. I will continue develop. I will continue progressing in this world building project slowly, but without pause. But well, thank you for staying here. If you have any kind of suggestion, comments, etc., you can put it in the comment section. And also, if you want to follow more of my art, you have my Tumblr and Instagram in the description. So thank you for joining to the streaming. See you in the next one. Maybe will be next week, or I don't know. I will make a post announcing the next stream. So goodbye. I don't have yet like an outro, an intro drawing to put while the streaming is finishing. So for now, it's something quite quite shitty. But well, this will be improving in the next streamings.